How's it going, guys? Chris back here again with some more Historic Brawl. Today we're checking out a commander that we've played a bunch of on the channel, but we haven't played in a really long time, and that's Nichol Bolas. Huge Nichol Bolas fan. And we've gotten a couple of new interesting cards for Bolas. So we got the... what is the guild called? Or the family? It's, God, I don't remember what it's called. I never really learned the names of the guild families in New Capenna. It's a Chatterfang deck. Chatterfang is probably good enough to just roll a Bolas. So this deck is a bit one-sided, right? Like if it goes off, if it gets to the end, there's generally not much that can top end a Nichol Bolas the Arisen. Getting there is going to be an issue, especially with where we're at right now. I have 4 mana next turn, so I can play an Ob Nixilis. We got red from Skyclave. We can also just free roll our commander. Our commander is big enough to block a Chatterfang, although if Chatterfang gets enough squirrels, it can just kill Bolas. Any choice? Another land off the top. We actually just want more land, so we're going to get rid of that. Bolas has a blocker. Take him down to 4 cards in hand. Despite being mana stuck, we're actually keeping up in mana, right? I think our opponent must be a little bit stuck too. They gotta discard something. Their hand must be decent if they're taking so long. Generally there's one card in your hand that's weak enough that you'd think, I can probably get rid of this. I'm gonna go Evelyn next turn. I think Evelyn is good. She's not very descriptive. She's one of only 2 vampires in the deck, which is unfortunate. Take action. We have reanimation for Bolas, but this Bolas is in the command zone, right? We'll just cast him again if we need to. Are they going to go mana denial? That's kind of cruel, mate. Don't do it. They do will have to start spamming devils. They're thinking. I imagine they have the new exile an artifact or enchantment, and you can pay 2 additional mana to just permanent. They've looked at Skyclave, which is hard to remove. They may just be tapping out, going to get a sandwich. Disconnect. So Chatterfang is actually a really interesting deck because of his ability. Whenever a token is created, create that many squirrel tokens. Like, that is a really, really powerful ability. The issue with him as a commander is that he's Grixis, right? Oh, you're gonna help me get a land? Yeah, I will take a land. I honestly thought this would be worse than it is. Decline. Mm, 6 mana. I think God-Pharaoh statue is the cruelest thing we can do. Three mana Llanowar Elf. Nice. We are going to have to deal with this board state eventually. Shattering at 3. So I have a couple of Wrath. River's Rebuke is in the deck. It's actually pretty good against tokens. I did not know that it had flavor text with Bolas on it. That was kind of a surprise, if I'm being honest. So Bolas the blocker, back on the block, making our opponent discard a card. Cameo Safeguard. Gotten back down to their starting life total. So if they have like Infernal Grasp, we're pretty sad. 5 mana Golgari Talisman, Locket, we're not sad about. That is... That's fine with us. Because we have a Nichol Bolas God-Pharaoh who is just the biggest boy. We could get attacked with their whole board, and we'd be fine. Growing Rights, I guess. I have creatures, not on the top 4 though. Well, that's rude. No block. So if they swing everything into him, he'll take at least 5, which is not what I want, but... God-Pharaoh statue is an amazing lock piece. Oh, this might actually just end the game. Do we want to exile 2 cards from their hand or just get a free one? I think I'm just going to get a free one. A Defiler Vigor. 6/6 is perfectly fine with me. Yeah, so the whole deck is themed around Bolas with a couple of new cards in the Grixis Shard added in just to kind of spice it up from previous builds. Field and Carry added. Okay. Give me one of them. Give me one of these. Play a Forest. Play an Obnixilis. Casualty 7. Not afraid of death.
My help is never free. Pleasure doing business with you.
And attack all. So next turn we win. Because we exile each non-land permanent. No, next turn we don't win. We're getting closer to winning, though. Grant Murray, I am sorry that this is the way this deck works. It either works like this or it gets killed. And it worked like this time around. Anything really cool? Olivia was really cool. Olivia is actually a vampire. I forgot about her. It's Xander, Olivia, and Evelyn. They're just really good legendary vampires, right? And they work well together as like a package. Like, you could probably build Grixis vampires. I don't, like, nothing off the top of my head from blue screams that it should be part of the Grixis vampires deck, right? Oh, like, Evelyn at the top seems kind of nice. We're looking for lands or ramp. That's basically the plan of the deck. We land ramp, we disrupt a little bit. That's what I want to see. We're up against a Minsik and Bow deck. I love Minsik and Bow. I don't like Relic Robber. Relic Robber, a bit too cringe for me. I say that mainly because this little guy has killed me so much. I tend to not block, right? And that's just a habit of mine. And so guess we're gonna go Bolas. Let's get the card disadvantage going. Like, Orcus can save the day. He's a very expensive Wrath, but he can save the day. Where are you putting that counter, friend? Alrighty then. We'll block the one that can die. I wish I could kick it for 6. I can't, unfortunately. So we're going to be up to 6 mana next turn. Like, this Thundering Rage is looking like it's just going to get the job done, which is not where I want to be. Well, we can't win, right? So we might as well fray. Fraying Omnipotence is a 5 mana black spell that is just nowhere near as good as Invoke Justice. Like, they serve similar functions, but one of them is good and the other is not great. I say that I like Fraying Omnipotence more because it's kind of a cool card. So Fraying Omnipotence, its art depicts Bolas after he loses some of his powers as a Planeswalker. Because all Planeswalkers lost some of their power. They used to be very, very powerful, but they got nerfed because they were apparently destroying the multiverse. But I mean, come on. We all know that Bolas is still ridiculously powerful. So we're 1-1. This is our third game. We're up against... Oh, we are playing a Johnny. We're up against an Bolas avatar, which is just cool. I'm going to free mull this, and this is much worse. Okay. Mulligan again. You keep that. Statue could be good. Invoke, we're never going to be able to cast, right? That simplifies things to a degree. One of my lingering bad habits in Magic is keeping hands with cards I like, but I'm never actually going to be able to cast, right? So if you have a card in your hand that you can't cast, don't keep it in there if you've mulled 6. Put it away. It is a distraction that is hurting your Magic. I need to draw a card. And that card should be a land, hopefully. We're running a lot of... we're running a fair few non-basic lands, but we have not been finding them, which is unfortunate, because this deck is very greedy on mana, hence why it's running Chromatic Lantern and Chromatic Orrery and kind of colorless fixing that's all over the place. Birth of Meletis. This one's a good card too. I liked Birth of Meletis back in the day. Just search yourself up a plains. Pretty good. I think I'm gonna kill that. Unless you got protection. You might have protection. Nope, okay. I'll be swinging in then. Need a land deck. Please, for the love of God, give me a land. Even though it doesn't do much for me at this point. Like, if I get a land, I can hold up Spell Swindle, which could be good. But the real reason we want to land... yeah, we're actually just going to hold up our spells, because our two spells in hand that we can cast this turn are Evelyn and Spell Swindle, and Evelyn has Flash and Spell Swindle. I don't really want to lose my commander. Just doesn't feel good to Spell Swindle a 2-mana spell, though. We are winning the race. I think we just go for it. Get a statue down. Make things more difficult. Like, we can win if they're only allowed to cast one spell per turn, which is essentially what God-Pharaoh statue does. It just does it in a roundabout way, right? Can't cast anything. The question is, what am I going to do with him?
This power is incredible.
I can just kill the Paragon, which is probably the right thing to do. Like, my commander's replaceable. The card advantage off the Paragon is not. Like, I really can't afford them to cast things out of their graveyard all willy-nilly.
I won't let a few thugs threaten this city. We're safe now.
Ozolith. Okay. Probably not what they were looking for, but... Hey, you fielded it. That's neat.
My schemes have been foiled.
Eldest Reborn. We don't have anything in the yard, but we can get back Paragon. Which doesn't do much for us, unfortunately. Ouch.
I know there's a hero inside you.
Yeah, we take 11 here. That's really, real bad. I think Heliod just has us beat, which is unfortunate, unless we can draw like a Wrath or something. Discard a card, opponent. Evelyn of the two draw spells in my hand has the best chance of getting us something. Crux of Fate. Well, I definitely need to cast this. And then we can Crux next turn when they rebuild. Evelyn coming in clutch, like we were on death's door.
I'll be your shield.
They hit a creature, Heliod turns back on. No, he doesn't, because Elspeth is gone. This is still bad. Like, Adeline is still not good. And these shield counters are kind of dumb. So this will break a shield counter. Luckily our main win condition isn't about life, so... Oh, well there goes our, The fact that we lost Adeline means we lose our, What am I getting? I guess Evelyn back, right? Does this actually work like I think it would? It does. Well, isn't that just the neatest thing ever? Ooh, I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Just so dumb. So it's supposed to not play the land, destroy the creature, and then steal the Adeline. But instead I took the significantly worse line.
Your crew for my vision.
And died. Oh, we had this. GG, opponent. Yeah, I can't do anything. Well, if you guys enjoyed today's video, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.